Yeah, welcome to this video playing Roadrunners, Master from what, New Zealand? No, Cayman Islands is making fun of me. Okay, gave up some time there, starting the recording. I'm gonna play the check Benoni, which he doesn't want to play against, so he takes on e6. This is very rarely played against me, and if you play e5 or e6 here on the third move, the modern Benoni or the check Benoni, you rarely see that move being played. Now the question is, should I play d5 or does make sense, but he's gonna get some pressure on my pawns. d5 takes, bishop d2, knight c6, knight c3, something like that. I always have d4, but it's going to be a bit weak, so I'm not sure. Let's try it out. Seem to recall this. It's very rarely played, so you should assume that it's not the greatest way for white to play, but then again it's a legal move, you know, so d4 and e5 seems a bit weak, but I'm thinking about doing this because just not to have this diagonal open. Since you didn't take on d5, don't have to worry as much about the a2 to g8 diagonal. And maybe I can play e5, maybe there's no rush, maybe I go here first. And if bishop f4, then I can maybe go e5. I'll start by castling. He's not threatening to take just yet. And then I play e5, and I should be fine. Should be careful about giving. Well, I have to protect the pawn, so this is logical. If c takes, then f4 maybe, but then again I don't want him to get the f4 square too easily for his knight, so at least, you know, make him produce some weaknesses in his position by playing f4, knight g5. He wants to come to this square. Fortunately I can't play bishop f5 yet, so I have to start with this, but watch out for c5, the diagonal is weak. I do not like playing h6. Maybe I don't have a choice. Knight c6, c5. Yeah, what to do? Queen c7. It seems somewhat shaky. You can get 92 and 94. Not a big fan of my position. So maybe we should be looking up after the game what we should be doing here. Okay, let's focus on the game at hand. I'm covering f7 now, so c5 I just take it with the bishop, queen b3, king h8, f7 is covered. He will probably put a knight on e4, and oh yeah, this is a tough position now. This is a tough position. Bishop f5, is there any problem? c5. Maybe you can take now and go c5. No, probably not. Well, maybe you can, but it's maybe not so great. Retreat with the queen. It seems more solid for white. c5 immediately. I thought I could take with the knight. Knight takes. Start with this. Well, if he takes, I just take back, so can't do that. But then I have to move the knight. If knight takes e4, bishop e7 is forced. He's never going to do that, so no need to pre-move that. So I can't take on e4 next time because pawn takes d6, attacking my queen, and I can't protect the bishop. So we're catching up on the clock, hopefully. It's proving slightly costly. The time I spent at the beginning. Oh, oopsie daisy, now the diagonal. I should have taken on c5. Oh, that was my intention. That was my intention. I thought he would take with a knight. Ay ay ay. Thought he would take with a knight. Okay, guess I have to sacrifice now. But this sucks, you know, when you don't play the move that you want. Kind of accidentally, but we still play for time, but it's annoying. He's not going to go for a draw here. Get the queen on the light square. Maybe play e4. e4 and queen f5. He'll probably play b4. But look out, e4 knight e5 is an idea, so he has to be careful. Maybe f3. I'm getting a large amount of play here for this exchange, kind of accidentally. Can I take it, or should I go like d4? It's actually hard for him to move like this, so I think I'll do that. Then I play bishop f6, and we have things under control here. Bishop f6 wasn't entirely necessary, but okay, let's go here. And he has to worry about stuff now. h4 coming. I'm gonna win this game on time. I don't see what he's doing there. Okay, of course he's doing that, but I go here. And let's see. Rook e8. Now let's take first. Rook e8. Yeah. Can't play d3 just yet. a6, yeah. Yeah, I got him there. This will be impossible for him to come back from. Especially when I get a queen now. So that was quite lucky. Probably d5 is too weakening. I want to have a look. So yeah, this is extremely rare that people play this move against me. Don't even remember seeing it mentioned in in any of my books. Okay, I take back with the pawn and g3. So this might be a sensible approach. The comp says d5. Bishop. Well, you went knight h3 immediately. Okay. Knight c6 or d4. That's what I did. d4. Yeah, I felt like, you know, sometimes when you do something like this and you put pressure on this pawn and I have to go d4, then at least you have you know, most likely I'm gonna get castled. King would be here. You know, this diagonal can be really weak. Yeah, if you have like knight h, if you put a knight on g5, you have this check. Oh yeah, lots of arrows. So I thought d4 was logical here. The comp seems to like black here. Knight c6, yeah, makes sense. What does it? e5 also makes a lot of sense. Thought knight g5, yeah, knight c6. Knight d2 is logical to get this e4 square. I'm not sure I entirely agree with the computer. Well, maybe this is just fine. I think it's important that this diagonal is not weak. So this is a strange pawn structure. Don't know what to compare it to, really. Okay, let's see what happened. Bishop d6. Castles. I played e5. Comp really likes black here. Pawn takes d4. I took with the c pawn. It was close there, it seemed. I felt like, you know, didn't want this knight coming to f4 because, you know, these squares are what's weak around here. So okay, knight came to g5. Here I was, yeah, knight a6. Yeah, this idea I didn't notice. It makes sense. Put the knight on c5 because he wants to play c5 tactically in some positions, and I also need some fight for this square. And once I get knight c5, maybe I can put the bishop out. But also there's always b4 kicking the knight. Also, so it's give and take. Didn't mean to do that. Let's get back to the position that we were looking at. Knight c6, knight e4, bishop f5, played c5, and it seems to be quite okay. Still, knight takes e4, and bishop takes e4. Yeah, I wanted to take with the bishop on c5 here. I thought he would do this. I thought I had to go bishop e7, and there's no danger here, and then things seem to be okay. But this is a strange position. It's hard to play, hard to figure out. But it took with the bishop. Yeah, I've seen this happen when watching some other YouTubers like Chess Explained. When he played, you know, talked about it, but then played the move that he didn't want to play. So of course I want to play bishop takes c5 here. Is bishop e7 better? What? What's wrong with this? Queen c2, followed by this. Do I not have a move against this? That's a double attack. Interesting. And if I take, it's probably just strategically horrible. Yeah, because there's the mate threat and then queen d5 check. Picking up his bishop. Oh, okay, okay. So maybe I can't take. So maybe I was lucky. Queen c2. Now I have to find knight e7. Well, which might be okay still. But okay, I played bishop e7. Now queen b3. King h8. Ah, I missed an in-between move here. I can take on g5. And if he takes, rook takes f5, and I'm absolutely fine. So most likely he will keep this bishop. And then the question is to exchange or keep it. I'm not sure. But either way, at least the pawns are equal, but my feeling is that white should be better here, and I mean this bishop is so strong. My feeling is that he should be better than what the comp is saying. So okay, I blundered a bit, but it's you see the evaluation is not so high, and I felt surprisingly well pretty quickly here after queen c4, queen d7, getting some light square control. You know, I have ideas to go here and behind the pawn, which can push, and also, you know, push this pawn. They go well together here. So yeah, it's interesting. Bishop d2, definitely e4. Now I have this threat here, which is pretty huge. So he played f4, and now the comp is starting to like black. And it seems like I made the right decision. I felt like taking. Okay, my pawns become weaker, and he can maybe, you know, get a blockade and try and round them off. But e3. I mean, this bishop is so bad. If he has to play bishop e1, it's just so bad. So bishop b4. But this gets in the way of b4, b5, which is something that most likely he would like to play. So bishop f6, you know, securing this stronghold here, and yeah, it's just suddenly easier to play. I have d3. I wanted to play it, but I missed that tactically I can play bishop d4 here if he takes on e3. Anyway, it's a good position. h5, h4 felt logical. Queen f1. Don't want to exchange queens. His king is weaker than mine. Rook e8. Why not rook? Well, I wanted to push this pawn, so intuitively I wanted to protect it, like prepare it like this, and then have this pawn protected. But again, it was probably better to go rook d8 and then d4 because, and then d3 because I always have bishop d4, which I missed earlier. So why not stop b5, rook d3, queen f5. And here I saw the idea of queen e4 and rook h2. I wanted to play rook h8. But that's also with a big mate threat. So, but I saw the idea of queen e4, queen f3. Then if I have rook h2, I'm winning. So, yeah, it's just winning now. Probably before. Yeah, it's -3. So nice come from behind victory. Not a really theoretically heavy game, but fine overall. Yeah, thanks for watching.